Mickey. How do you feel?
Okay, so currently I'm at the Kentucky Capitol, and I'm the KYA3 Secretary of State for this year, for 2018, and I'm on my way to Secretary of State Allison Lonergan Grimes' office. It's open, so we're going to go see if she's actually in her office. Fingers crossed she is. If not, no worries. We'll go vote, we'll go get people registered to vote anyway. So yeah, we're actually gonna have our red tags come in, and once they do, I'm gonna go into the House of Representatives and to the Senate and ask if anyone's eligible to vote. And then from there, we'll start registering people to vote. And it's gonna be so fun. So I will check back in. I'm going to like a quiet part of the Capitol. So I'm gonna put this away, and I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. So this is the tunnel that goes from the Capitol building underground all the way into the Annex, which is another building across the street from the Capitol. This is the route I am taking to find Secretary of the State, Allison Lonergan Grimes. So yeah, there's that. And we are on our way to go see if she's still there. Okay, so that was her land office, and I'm not really sure what the difference is, but her main office is apparently in the Capitol, so we're going back through the tunnel of the, the transitioning tunnel that goes from the Annex to the Capitol, and we're going to hopefully find her way and see if she's in there and pop into her office and hopefully say hi to her. So yeah, there's that. I'm in my office right now, my quote-unquote office. I'll show it later, but I just got back from meeting with Allison Lonergan Grimes, the Kentucky Secretary of State, and oh my goodness, she is absolutely amazing. She was so sweet, so kind, and it was very brief, but she gave me this really cool box of goodies, or not a box, but a bag of goodies that had like all sorts of pencils. She was like, let's take a picture, and she was very enthusiastic, and so she was actually an alum of the Y, which is really cool. And so that happened, and she also gave me this little pin there. And I asked her a really nerdy question. I asked her assistant, and I said, so what should I address her as? And the second I said it and it came out of my mouth, I felt so embarrassed because I was like, oh my god, like that was so dorky. But I did, yeah, I asked that, and the assistant told Secretary Grimes about that, so I was even more embarrassed. So she was like, well, what did they call you? I was like, well, they don't really call me anything, referring to like all of the delegations at KYA. She was like, well, they should be referring to you as Madam Secretary Feck. And I was like, okay, so you can refer to me as that now. So yeah, I'll give you a tour in just a quick second, but here are some of the goodies that we got. Got some bookmarks, and I've also got some pencils, and then we also talked a little bit about the Georges Davis Powers Award. That's just like voter registration for high schoolers, and if you get like 100% of your eligible students at your school to register to vote, then you get that award. So there's that, and that's what it's dedicated to. And she gave me that pin, and that was really cool. So I don't know, I feel like a little starstruck. And yeah, so here we go. I'll give you a little rundown. It's a little messy because, I've been doing a whole lot of work and running around the Capitol, so that was pretty interesting. But yeah, I was not expecting to talk to her today, like whatsoever, but I'm really glad that I did. So if she watches this somehow, if this somehow makes it back to her, I don't know if it will, but thank you so much. I really appreciate all that you do for the state of Kentucky, and thank you for being such a wonderful role model and wonderful person. I really appreciate have met you, and it's very, very sweet. You didn't have to do it, but you did. So yeah. Okay, so here is what the office looks like. There's all my stuff, and I've got my little sign there, and there's some flags, but it's actually the majority floor leader's office, so just temporarily borrowing that, and this is kind of like what's in here. So behind me, this is the door where all of the bill sponsors are. They're waiting to go meet the governor, and currently our governor for KYA 3 is Brooke Schumacher. And she's right across the hall, and then we've got all of our lobbyists in our cabinet behind this door as well. Keep going. And now I'm going to go into the Senate, and then I'm going to go into the Capitol, or not, well, I'm already in the Capitol, and then I'm going to go into the House to remind people to register to vote. So yeah, let's go.
If I don't say the chair is in doubt, and if they state that I might possibly have facilities with care because they're kind enough to let us use them. You may not be on your cell phone. I'm already starting.
So if you haven't realized already, I was really busy at KYA and I couldn't film everything that I wanted to, so the chronological order of everything is going to be a little jumpy. That's why there's not going to be a lot of explanation as to how I got from point A to point B, but I promise in the future I will be working on this and that this transitioning will be a lot better for you guys, and I will put captions as well in the rest of the video so that you aren't confused about what's going on.
It's pretty much my legacy, right? I have such big shoes to fill. And I came into KYA with this notion that I wasn't going to be enough. The days leading up to the conference, I overthought every word of every speech, every introduction that I made, even my name and what history it was attributed to. But you know what? I can't live up to that. That will never be me, because it's not my story. And what was competitive ambition turned into a genuine love for the why. And a belief that we all have the opportunity to make a legacy better than the one we're trying to live up to. So before all of this, who are you? Who were you before you were told who you should be? Here's the kids who are here now. So make a name for yourself. Shout it and scream it if you have to. Now enough of all this. I gotta go.
I'm up next for karaoke.
Okay. So I want to start by properly thanking my advisor, Mr. Matt Helton. He's a Y kid himself and a Y Hall of Famer from 14 years of being the best advisor, teacher, and mentor I could ever ask for during my 4 years at Hickway. So thank you for taking the chance on me to lead us into this conference this year. And first of all, first and foremost, thank you to all of my advisors. Ms. Perry, Ms. Payne, Ms. Davis, and Ms. Clark. Our social studies department is the best because of every contribution y'all make. So I'm gratefully humbled to support you and have given all of my support to you guys. So, you might be wondering why I'm the Secretary of State, and you might not really remember my name from last year, but to be honest, I am too. So, last year, the predecessor of my position told us how he wasn't elected as a PO. But somehow he got an email saying that someone dropped and he was next in line. He even said his situation might even happen to one of us, and ironically, I didn't think that would happen to me. But I'm so grateful that it did, and to the next Secretary of State and everyone listening, there will be moments when you think that you are not deserving of exciting opportunities. But whatever opportunity you're given, take it and run with it and make it the best that you can ever turn it into, and turn it into something you will be forever indebted and humbled by. These unexpected opportunities always turn out to be the most rewarding. So, your next Secretary of State is going to be Lara Ballard from Montgomery County High School.
So good, so good.
So if you couldn't tell, KYA and the Y in general has a very near and dear place in my heart. I will always love it. I will always come back to it and cherish the memories and the opportunity and the growth that it has instilled in me and in my life and my leadership skills and the friendships that I've made from literally Paducah to Pikeville, and just creating so many cool bonds and relationships all across Kentucky. And this KYA was probably one of my favorites, just because of the team that I worked with. Y'all are so cool and amazing, and I actually got one of my only awards at this KYA. I got an Outstanding Delegate Award. And it was really cool to end on that note. So with all that being said, thank you so much to everyone that I got to talk to prior to this conference or at the conference. It was so wonderful to build those relationships with y'all. And to those who are watching or listening still, I hope you guys will stick around for the next video that is soon to come. So thank you so much for watching.